Every man fights two wars, one that the world can see, and an inner battle with himself that no one can actually see. And the truth is that true strength, confidence, and leadership is really the only way that you can master this. But you're not alone. You know, there's more people than you that are dealing with these different type of wars. But really what I want to tell you in this video is, one, exposing or bringing awareness for you about the enemy that's within, the cost of losing the inner war, how to deal with it, but ultimately how to beat it and have a turning point. That way you can have a life that you enjoy and that you can have something that you can actually benefit from winning this war. So if that's important to you, and that's something you want to talk about, I want you to stick around to the end, because this is a beneficial video. This is something that I'm dealing with on a daily basis. This is something that a lot of men are dealing with. And I know this is something that we can all win. This is all something that we can win, you know? But the hardest battles in life are the ones that mainly no one can see. Like, we can put on a new face, we can work out, we can put on new clothes, we can change our persona for the outside world. But the inner battles is the ones that are the toughest. And a lot of those are the mental toughness, being okay with laziness, comfortable, and those speak loud. Those inner battles can speak loud to where, you know, a lot of people don't win. They end up taking their life. They end up, you know, doing drugs and having some type of mental issue that they let really control them. And those is tough. Those are the ones that, you know, those people are the ones that ultimately lose the battle. And there is a cost associated with losing that inner war. And really, a lot of the times when it comes to it is that when you avoid it, you become aimless in your life. You become someone who doesn't have ambition. You become someone who becomes really a menace to society. We all know those different type of people. You see them on the streets every day, or you have the deadbeat dads, or you just know somebody who is just aimless, playing video games all day, watching porn, being with women that don't have a real into it. And those men need to find themselves. They need to find themselves. They need to find some type of hobby, some type of creative outlet, some type of woman that could really help them. And I'm gonna be honest, weak men are not born, but they are made through continuous surrender to their aimless goals. Every man has an obligation in this world. Every woman has an obligation in this world, and it's up to you to find it. It's up to you to become someone who is not aimless, someone who can fight those inner battles, but it's tough. And when you stop trusting in yourself and you stop leaning on who you want to be and who you must become, that's when you become aimless. But in order to really fight those inner battles, you have to face them head on. You have to face them head on with the resilience and the confidence, but it won't happen alone. Now, for me having those inner battles, I've had this talk with my mom, my wife, my sister, my friends, and my family, and it's tough. The only way you can really get over it is having the confidence to just see another day, the confidence of having another conversation, the confidence of facing it head on. And you probably are thinking like, man, I've done all these things, man. I've done all these different ways, and I've tried to figure out how to really fight these inner battles, but it comes down to 3 weapons that every man has to be or have in his arsenal in order to become a purposeful man. And really, number one is the most important: discipline. Discipline, in my mind, is the key to life. And you can really label this as the sword, right? We're talking about tools. We talk about weapons in order to really fight off this inner battle. And let's say that discipline is number one. Discipline is how you can really cut through the resistance, cut through the issues of your life. So if you're having issues with your health, discipline yourself when it comes to your overall, eating habits, right? If you're having issues with your family, have the discipline to go and have those repeated talks. Or like myself, I've just started with therapy. Now let's talk about that for a minute, because my wife actually suggested this to me. My wife and my family suggested this to me. And at first I thought about, like, why do I need this? This may not be something that I need. But for them, it's something that they see that would be beneficial for me. So that's another way to become a purposeful man, listening to other people who make suggestions for the betterment of yourself that you may not ultimately think is good for you, but have the discipline to listen, have the discipline to move forward, right? Number 2 is awareness. Now you can use awareness as a shield, right? So knowing your triggers, knowing when you get comfortable, knowing your distractions, and knowing your comparisons, awareness is going to keep you from fighting being blind. When you are aware to the things that are happening around you, you can now see it before it gets to you unconsciously. For me, I didn't have a lot of awareness when it comes to, the different people that are around me, their emotions, or other things that just may affect other people. I didn't have any awareness to it. Now that I have awareness, now I can fight that off. I can use that as a shield in order to ensure that my defense is there, right? So having awareness of the issues and the problems that are happening around you will make you a more purposeful man. Now, the last thing is just in itself is purpose. That's the armor that you wear. Without purpose, every single thing that hits you, you're going to feel it. Because one, you don't have any armor on yourself. But when you know your aim, when you know your purpose, when you know who you're supposed to be in this life, that's when you can become more purposeful. What is my purpose? To wake up, provide for my family, ultimately to take care of my wife, to take care of the different things that my responsibility as a man, and ultimately provide and build something. What are you building? What are you building every single day? To become a purposeful man, you have to have a creative outlet, but ultimately you have to have the responsibility of taking care of other people. So build on those 3 things today, and that's how you can start to fight that inner dialogue of the things that may not be going wrong or maybe going right. So discipline, awareness, and purpose. Discipline, awareness, purpose is going to help you to become more of a man. Now, there's always a turning point. There's always a turning point for every single person, every single thing in your life. And the one thing that I want to say is this, is that the turning point for me is just having those conversations that may turn into arguments, but really it's a point of awareness again for me. When you understand that there's an issue in your life, that could be a turning point that really helps you to go further. Taking that struggle, taking that pain, taking that understanding of what it is and making it into a strength. What is the turning point for you in your life? Where in your life is there a suggested need to improve? If you don't know, go have those conversations with the people that are around you. But every man in this life is going to face again those 2 wars, the outside, but then also the inside. And a lot of times, as I said, the inside will ultimately control what's on the outside. So as you start to take more control of the inside thoughts, that's when you will start to see more wins in your life. As you start to conquer and become unstoppable, that's when you will become a purposeful man. So you don't need to destroy the world in order to become a man. You just need to master yourself. Just master yourself. And once you master yourself, the world will conform to you. So to ensure that you are getting the best and then ensure that you are meeting every single need, I want to provide you a few tools and a few resources. So down below in the description, you'll see a few different links. One is a free opportunity to be coached by me and to see additional information, how I can help to plan and get you on the road. But then also there's a team and an individual group and a community that I'm building with people who are purposeful, people who want to move further in life, people who want to gradually have the things that are meant for you. But also there is an ebook that I've created, which is called Elevate Your Thinking, which is going to help you, just in it says in itself, elevate your thinking to prosper and to learn more about what you need to be doing in this world. So if you would like any more of those things, just go ahead and click it down in the description. And of course, remember this, is that you're going to face those battles in life, but the ones that are unseen are always going to be the hardest. But you have to fight those inner battles in order to become the best version of yourself. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Remember to keep Christ first and move forward in this life. All right. Take care.